rethink, as we will not fold our arms and allow our beloved country to be set on fire. Hence, our position is that the proposed violent protests are ill-advised and should be jettisoned forthwith. My honest advice is for Nigerian youths to avoid being used and lured to unwittingly do the biddings of those who are promoting selfish and inordinate ambition, to unleash terror in the land under the guise of replicating the recent Kenya protest, the Beko. While the force acknowledges the right to peaceful protest as enshrined in our Constitution, we must ensure that these protests do not snowball into violence or disorder. As a nation, we have had more than our fair share of violent protests, which with rather dastardly consequences. The last NSAS protest led to wanton destruction of public assets, including police stations, courts, which appears to have gained some momentum, particularly on the social media in the past few weeks. Some groups of people, self-appointed crusaders and influencers, have been strategizing and mobilizing potential protesters to unleash terror in the land under the guise of replicating the recent Kenya protest, the Beko. While the force acknowledges the right to peaceful protest as enshrined in our Constitution, we must ensure that these protests do not snowball into violence or disorder. As a nation, we have had more than our fair share of violent protests, which with rather dastardly consequences. The last NSAS protest led to wanton destruction of public assets, including police stations, courts, transport infrastructure, and loss of several lives. Tales of sorrow, tears, and blood followed what was supposedly intended to be a well-intentioned exercise. Rather than to lead to any positive outcome, NSAS merely aggravated crime rates and insecurity in several parts of the country. Indeed, we are yet to fully recover from the huge economic losses and deep-seated psychological and emotional trauma inflicted upon our people by this protest. Hence, our position is that the proposed violent protests are ill-advised and should be jettisoned forthwith. We have the responsibility to protect properties and everyone, irrespective of their race, color, ethnic, or tribe, who are lawfully embarking on their daily activities. We will therefore not sit back and fold our arms to watch violent extremists unleash violence on our peaceful communities, or destroy any of our national critical infrastructures and assets again. We have mapped out plans to ensure that no individual or group succeed in fostering a reign of terror and or anarchy on other law-abiding and peace-loving Nigerians. Consequently, I want to seize this opportunity to clearly sound a note of serious warning to hoodlums who might want to take laws into their hands in the name of protest, to have a rethink, as we will not fold our arms and allow our beloved country to be set on fire. Our duty is to protect lives and properties of citizens, and this we are committed to discharging professionally. We will, however, continue to protect the rights of citizens to peaceful protest as we have always done in the past. My honest advice is for Nigerian youths to avoid being used and lured to unwittingly do the biddings of those who are promoting selfish and inordinate ambition. At this juncture, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for the unwavering support his administration has given to the Nigerian police force. We are deeply appreciative of the President's security sector reform agenda, which has been a significant source of motivation for us. His leadership and commitment to nation building has been a beacon of hope for our country, and we are honored to serve under his guidance. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to all well-meaning Nigerians for their understanding and support. I also commend the personnel of the Nigerian police force across all ranks for their dedication to our shared policing vision and their tireless efforts at implementing strategies to restore internal security. I congratulate all members of the Nigerian Police Force over the recent positive rating by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime UNODC as the most improved agency in anti-corruption in Nigeria. The report is a testimonial to our commitment to changing the present police narratives in the country. I urge you all to show more commitment to upholding the highest standard of integrity and public trust in the discharge of your duties. I am confident that the 2025 report will be better. While we have made notable progress in combating crime and criminality, our work is far from being over. I charge you all to increase your level of commitment to duty and scale up service delivery in your respective commands. We can build a safer and more secure Nigeria for all together. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot overemphasize the fact that peace and security are relations which must be harbored by all and sundry. We all have our part to play in order to enjoy the tranquility of life. Let me use this medium to appeal to the media practitioners to kindly ensure that they do not heat up the polity with their reportage. As the guardians of peace, the protectors of the innocent, and the defenders of justice, it is our duty to serve the nation with unwavering commitment, undisputable fairness, and unrelenting diligence. Let us work together harmoniously to overcome the challenges bedeviling our beloved country. Together, we can navigate these challenging times and emerge stronger and more resilient. That the Nigerian police as an institution must be undoubted and unrelenting in confronting these challenges, thereby providing a reasonably safe haven for our people across the land. It is gratifying to note that the strategies deployed and duly executed by our officers and their undiluted passion and commitment have yielded significant results across the length and breadth of our nation. Undoubtedly, the results achieved by our men and officers within the past months have accentuated the stability of the internal security order of the country. This is clearly evidenced by the steady decline of crime rates. Undoubtedly, the results achieved by our men and officers within the past months have accentuated the stability of the internal security order of the country. This is clearly evidenced by the steady decline of crime rates over the past few months. A review of the monthly major crimes returns table revealed a significantly positive outlook. A drop in the major crimes reported in the last 1 month, which stood at 416, compared with 734 and 530 for the months of May and June, respectively. In addition, we recorded remarkable successes in the fight against criminalities in the last 1 month, manifesting in the arrest of a total of 1,284 suspects nationwide, and the recovery of 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunition, 107 vehicles, and we rescued 97 kidnapped victims. The first PRO will give the details of all these achievements to the press. We have taken steps to reorganize and reposition the IGP Special Task Force on Petroleum and Illegal Bunkering to enhance their operations as part of efforts towards curbing the menace of oil thefts in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the task force recently recorded 13 incidents of interceptions of suspected stolen crude and arrest of the perpetrators, as well as seizure of exhibits. Most of the cases are already in court for timely dispensation of justice, and others still undergoing investigation. It is imperative for me to mention here that the achievements recorded are the outcome of cooperation and collaboration with members of the public and other security agencies. They are also testaments to your dedication and professionalism. I therefore extend my appreciation to all Nigerians for their support and commend our personnel for delivering excellent policing services to our nation despite various challenges. While commending your dedication and accomplishments, I want to use this opportunity to reiterate the commitment of the Force leadership to your well-being. We recognize the hard work and sacrifices that you make, and we are committed to ensuring that your welfare is prioritized. I equally wish to assure you of the unrelenting commitment of the Federal Government of Nigeria, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, to enhanced welfare for police officers. A new welfare program is being put together for the benefit of police officers in Nigeria. This includes the provision of affordable housing, an enhanced insurance scheme, a new welfare provision for family members of deceased police officers, which details will be unfolded soon. At this juncture, I want to take our attention to the issue of pervasive vandalism and theft of public properties and components of critical public infrastructure, such as manhole covers, rail lines, and public lights, with its devastating negative consequences on national development. Pipeline vandalism, in particular, has resulted in significant economic losses, environmental degradation, and loss of lives. The theft of manhole covers has led to accidents, injuries, and even deaths, while the destruction of rail lines has disrupted transportation and hindered economic activities. The vandalism of public lights has created an atmosphere of insecurity, emboldening criminals, and perpetuating crime. You are therefore directed to redouble your efforts in addressing this scourge and give adequate protection to public properties within your respective commands. You should mobilize your resources effectively, enhance your intelligence gathering capabilities, and work in close collaboration with other security agencies to nip all this in the bud. On Thursday, 25th July 2024, we will formally launch the Nigerian Police Green Initiative, which we had discussed at some of our previous meetings. A green